Good morning, Barbara. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. I was trying to figure out what device are you using?
I have MacBook. I just wanted to do like, either a live um announcement. I wanted to do like read a book to some of the kids. And
Right.
I saw some of the, one of the kindergarten teachers, someone was doing it, and their thing was like 5 minutes and they didn't have a problem. Mine's like two, and I couldn't get it to go. So I'm obviously doing something wrong.
Well, it could just be that you started your Zoom account with one of the free accounts, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I was testing this morning and depending so you have an AirBook, a MacBook Air,
Yes.
and that has some ability to store files on the computer or no?
It does. It stores some, yeah.
Because that might be the problem. We have a whatchamacallit, a pro account for the office. And
Hmm.
so that lets you save things on the computer directly, which is what it's going to have to do for you because you have a free account, or store it up to Zoom in their online storage.
Okay.
So what I think I'm going to do is ask you to I'm going to ask you to share your screen with me, and I'm just going to watch what you're doing. So if you move your mouse around, that little black bar appears at the bottom with buttons, and one of them is
Right.
share.
Okay.
So if you do share, and one of the choices should be either desktop, it's the top leftmost answer there.
Right. Okay. Just hit
Uh,
share.
yep. And then go zoom.us. Okay. So sign in and schedule a meeting.
Schedule.
Yep. And so let's just call it prayer. Okay. And then come down the screen and keep going and keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going all the way down. So yeah, record the meeting automatically on the local computer. So now that's what you did so far, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now cancel out of there for a minute. Let's take a look at your files. So if you could go to the My Documents folder, go to the Documents folder and double click on Zoom and double click there.
So that's the one
Okay,
I had.
good. Okay, so now you were just saying that you feel that it's too big is the problem.
So what happened when I went to do that and put it, so I should, if I wanted to put this in an email,
Right. The
so I
e-
open it up and put like everything I try to put it in says it's too large.
okay, and you're a Google Apps, a Google Suite school, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So go back onto Chrome and go to your drive. Okay. So go to drive.google or there, the dots. And what I do for myself is just create yourself a new folder. So do a new folder and you could call it morning prayers or whatever you want to call it.
There we go.
And then create that. And now go into that folder and hit the plus for the new and then do file upload. And then go into the Zoom folder and go for that. Yep, good. Now it's going to take, maybe a couple of minutes for it to process, but you can hit the cancel button and now click one time on the Zoom 2. And what I would say to do probably is rename it.
Okay.
And you could call this one test prayer or something. And what I would say is if this works for you, just name it the day every day so that,
Right.
okay, then okay. And so now what you're going to do for emails and stuff is you'll share the link to this. So if you go to the head one to the right, yep. What you need to do is make sure everybody can view it. So you'll click that and you'll go to advanced, down a little bit further,
Right.
and see where it says Academy at OLMC change. And you can make it so that anyone with the link, so parents, whoever,
Okay.
and then save. And now you can copy that link. And now let's just go into Safari or some other browser just so you see how it works. So that would be the link that you would paste into an email to test it out like you would be a parent. Just go up to the browser to the top of the screen and paste it in there and then hit enter. And so what it's doing right now is it's saying processing. So when it's finished processing, and it might be 5 or 10 minutes from now, the video will be right there on the screen.
Oh, okay. Do they have to download it?
Nope.
No.
No, once it's done processing, it'll just open up and you can play it from here. So that's probably the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, once I do it a couple times, I mean, it's not hard to do just following these steps.
Right. And the nice thing is Google gives you unlimited storage,
Hmm.
so you don't have any worries about running out of room.
Good evening, OLMC Warriors. Mr. Dunk here, just checking in. All is well.
And then what I would say is make a separate folder called, story time or something.
Once this goes, this would happen to everyone. They would open it up like this and wait for it to
To
just
process.
to
And
process.
if you double click on test prayer, so you don't even have to open it up somewhere else, just double click on it and
Okay.
hit the back arrow on the upper left side next to test prayer. So yeah, I would say give it 5 or 10 minutes. It
Mhm.
it sometimes it was faster before the whole coronavirus thing that
Sure.
it would
Right.
process, but
Mm.
now there's a lot of teachers and principals doing this, so it just takes longer. But
Okay. Can I
try.
send this? Can can any of this go through School Messenger or no?
Absolutely, because
So
it's still a link.
yeah, right. So as long as I get the link, then I can just go in School Messenger because then all the emails will are already in there.
Exactly. And then the other thing I would say is, this as well as anybody, those website addresses are really ugly long, right?
Right.
So you could shorten it. Um, what I would do is if you hit the plus sign, there's a bunch of, yeah, get a new tab. There's a bunch of almost right there. Yep. There's a bunch of different website shorteners. Some people like bit.ly. I like tinyurl. It doesn't matter what you use. But if you go to tinyurl.com, tinyurl.com, and then hit enter, what you can do is see where it says enter a long URL to make tiny, paste your URL in there, but don't say make tiny yet. See underneath it says custom alias?
Yes.
Okay, so if you click in there, what you may not have noticed is whenever I share links, they say tinyurl.com/rcan, this, that, and the other thing. So the
Right.
reason they do is anyone in the world can make a custom tiny URL. I would say just make a pattern of OLMC and then whatever you want to call it. And then that way you can share in School Messenger or whatever the tinier version of the
Okay.
URL. So you could call it OLM's test 99, just something that's going to be unique. And then say make tiny URL. There you go. So see how
Okay.
it says in the middle there, https tinyurl.com/OLMC test 99?
Right.
And you could say copy to clipboard and it'll even copy that for you and you could paste it into School Messenger.
Oh, okay.